Hello everyone and welcome back to my MATLAB learning series. In today's video, we'll learn how to extract the corner submatrices from any matrix, not just 2 cross 2, but any size you want like 3 cross 3 and 4 cross 4. So here the program name is MATLAB program to extract any sized corner submatrices. And this is also called as the generalized matrix indexing, which is explained in this program. So we'll start. We'll start by clearing the environment by using the CLC close all clear commands. Then we'll create a matrix of any size as of our choice. Then we'll display the matrix. Once the matrix has been displayed, then we'll get the size of the matrix. After getting the size of the matrix, we'll ask the user to give the input. That is, here the input will be the size of the submatrix. That is, k value must be entered by the user. Now, we have to validate the input. Validating the input is we have to check whether the input is correct or no, whether it is valid or it is an invalid input. If it is valid, it means that the value of k which is being given as input by the user, it is less than that of the main matrix size. If it is greater than that of the main matrix size, then it will display as an error. So that is the validating the input, whether the value of k which is being entered by the user is greater than or less than the size of the matrix, that is the main size matrix. Now if it is less than that of the dimensions of the main matrix, then here it will proceed to extract the submatrices and it will display the submatrices. Okay. Now here, if k is larger than the matrix dimensions, what is k here? K is nothing but the size of the submatrix. If this is larger than that of the dimensions of the main matrix, then the MATLAB has to display an error message. Why? Because the size of the submatrix, it is greater than that of the main matrix dimensions. If it is less, okay, if it is not greater, if it is less, then it has to proceed to extract the 4 corner submatrices using the following indexing. So the first is top left submatrix, where we'll use the command as matrix A. In round bracket, you have to write it as 1:k, 1:k. In the previous video, we have seen that there we have used the 2 cross 2 matrix. There we have not entered any size of the matrix, but here we are asking the user to enter the size of the matrix. So when it is so, at that time it will be 1:k, 1:k. That is the first k rows and the first k columns. Okay. Next is the top right submatrix. So for that, you will have to use matrix A in round brackets 1:k, n minus k plus 1:n. This is nothing but the first k rows and this will be the last k columns. Next is the bottom left submatrix. Matrix A, m minus k plus 1:m, 1:k. Here it will take the first k rows. This is for the first k rows and the first k columns. Then you have bottom right submatrix, where you have to write it as matrix A, opening bracket, opening round bracket, m minus k plus 1:m, n minus k plus 1:n. So here it will take the last k rows and the last k columns. Here bottom left submatrix, it has taken the last k rows and the first k columns, and for bottom right matrix submatrix, it has to take the last k rows and the last k columns. Now if next is the program we'll see here. So you have to start by using the basic commands, that is the CLC clear, and you can use close all also. So here CLC, it is the command which is used to clear the command window. Then clear, it removes all the variables from the memory. Now here we'll take a matrix. For example, this is nothing but the comment which we have entered. Always the comment will start from a percentage sign in the MATLAB. Okay. Now here we have taken a matrix A as the variable, where we are taking a 5 cross 5 matrix. So now here it contains the numbers from 1 to 25. in each row you have 5 elements, and in each column you have 5 elements. And first row is from the numbers 1 to 5, which are separated by spaces. Then the second row, it starts by placing a semicolon. Then you have to enter the second row elements, again put a semicolon, then again enter the third row elements, and so on. Next, you have to display this matrix. So for this, we'll display the message as original matrix A. Then we'll display the matrix A. So here, disp original matrix A, this message will be displayed. Disp matrix A, for this we have used, here we have used disp matrix A. Okay, that is matrix A is nothing but the variable which we have used. Okay, so this will display this matrix. Next, we have to get the size of the matrix. For that, we have to use the function as size of matrix A. So here we'll get the number of rows and the columns in the matrix. That is, m is the number of rows and n is the number of columns. Next, here we make the program interactive by asking the user for the input. So here the user is asked for entering the size of the submatrix. So K is nothing but the size of the submatrix. Input, enter the size of the corner submatrices. So you have to enter the size of the submatrices, whether you want a 2 cross 2 matrix, whether you want to have a 3 cross 3 submatrix. If you want to have a 2 cross 2 submatrix, then you have to enter the value of K as 2. If you want a 3 cross 3 submatrix, you have to enter the value of K as 3. Fine. Now here the user can enter any value of K in order to define the submatrix. Next, again, to make the program safe, that is, we check if the entered submatrix size is valid or no. The value which we have entered K, it should be less than that of the size of the main matrix. It should not be greater than the size of the main matrix. So we have to check for that. So for that, we'll use if-else statement. If K is greater than m and K is greater than n, that is, if the size of the matrix, submatrix, the number of rows and columns in the submatrix will be same. So here you can write it as, if K is greater than m, if it is greater than the number of rows and if it is greater than the number of columns in the main matrix, then what it has to do? It has to display an error message. So it will display error, submatrix size is larger than the matrix dimensions. If this is not there, that is, if this is not the case, if it is less than, then it will go on to calculate the submatrices, that is top left, top right, bottom left and bottom right submatrices by using these commands. Okay, and these are the variables which we have used. You can use any variables of your choice. I have used these variables in order to make you understand. Next, we have to display the results. So here to display the results, we are using the disp command along with its size in the output message. That is, here we are using num to string of K and num to string of K. That is, this will be K cross K. Whatever you enter the value of K, that will be displayed here. Okay, top left 3 cross 3. If you have entered the size of K as 3, then it will be 3 cross 3. Okay, submatrix. If you have entered it as 2 there, then here it will be 2. So similarly, it will be displayed for all the 4 corner submatrices, and then you have to end the program. That is, if else statement is ended here. Now we'll see the output. Here, this is the message which we wanted to display, original matrix A. Then this is the disp matrix A. That is nothing but the matrix is been displayed, original matrix. Enter the size of the corner submatrices, that is, for example, 2 for 2 cross 2, 3 for 3 cross 3. Now we want a submatrix of size 3 cross 3. Therefore, we have entered it as 3. Next, it will display top left 3 cross 3 submatrix. Now here you can see you are getting 3 cross 3. Here we have converted, we have used the num to string. Okay, instruction. So because of that, you are getting here it as 3 cross 3. Fine. Now this is the top left 3 cross 3 matrix. That is, this is the top left 3 cross 3 matrix from the main matrix. Then you have top right 3 cross 3 matrix. So this is the top right 3 cross 3 matrix. Then you have bottom left 3 cross 3 submatrix. This is the bottom left 3 cross 3 matrix. And then last is bottom right 3 cross 3 matrix. So this is your bottom right 3 cross 3 matrix. So this program is generalized. That is meaning to say is you can use it with any square or rectangular matrix and choose any valid submatrix size. So finally the program ends with the end statement. Here it has ended with the end statement to close the if block. Okay, that is here we have used if, no, to close this if block. Here we have ended the program with this command, that is end. Now you now know how to like extract any sized corner submatrices in MATLAB using the simple indexing. Now we will see the execution of this program in MATLAB. One more thing is here you have entered the size of the corner submatrices as 3, therefore you got these output. Now suppose if you enter the size of the corner submatrices as 6, this 6 is nothing but greater than the size of the original matrix, therefore it will display the error message, that is submatrix size is larger than the matrix dimensions. Okay, now we will see the execution. Already I have typed the program here. Okay, so now we will execute this program. So when you execute this program, you can see here you are getting a original matrix displayed here. Now enter the size of the corner submatrices. So here the program has become interactive, that is the user has to enter the size of the corner submatrices and it should be less than 5. Okay, so I will enter it as 3. So when you enter it as 3, you are getting the top left 3 cross 3 submatrix, top right 3 cross 3 submatrix. Then you have bottom left 3 cross 3 submatrix and bottom right 3 cross 3 submatrix. So here this is how you can generalize the program, MATLAB program, in order to get the corner matrices of any size. So if you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more MATLAB tutorials. See you in the next session. Thank you.